welcome to Sadie's Spincraft. We are going to do a different sort of dyeing with a steaming pan set. I'm going to add 1 lot of fibre in this part here, 1 lot of fibre in this part here. They're already been soaking. We're going to dye just the top one, and the dye is going to dribble through and dye the second one. And then once these two have been steamed, I shall turn off the heat because this will be really, really hot down here. And I will add a dry fibre to soak up whatever has gone into the bottom. And I'm going to call it the 3-tier dye pot. So, I'm doing a 3-tier dye pot. I'm going to put in the first lot of fibre into this one, and it's going to be the Woodland Walk in this one, which is white-faced woodland fleece. So I am going to get wet. So yeah, white-faced woodland fleece this is, and it's blended with ramie, which is nettle fibres. And yeah, we're going to dye this. Sorry, I realise I've just made the floor really, really wet. I'm not having it in any way, I'm just putting it in higgledy-piggledy. Make sure I cover all the holes at the bottom so that when I do dye the top one, I'm not losing too much dye through to the bottom. There we go. So that's the first one. Now the second, which is, oh look at the mess I've made. I don't know what I'm like. Never mind. On to the next. This one is Blueface Leicester and rose fibres. And I think I may have got my hair in. Never mind. So yeah, Blueface Leicester and rose fibres. And we're doing this one wet. The first time I tried this, I did dry fibres. And oh, the effect was amazing. So I've done it once before. I haven't done it this way. So this is all new to me and you. And we're going to see how it all pans out. So, there we go. So we've got that in there. And what I'm going to do now is I have some dry fibre, some dry dyes. We've got ice blue. This is Procon Jacquard acid. We also have bubblegum, which is also Jacquard acids. Hot fuchsia, another of Jacquard. I have a thing for Jacquard, to be fair. And some Kelly green. You're thinking Kelly green? But, well, hey, let's try it. We never know. So, I am going to start with the blue. So, I've got my spoon. And I'm just going to tap this on. That's the blue. And what I'm going to do is just to make sure that it's all damp, I'm just going to add little bits of water onto the really, really dry parts of the dye, just to make sure that they're all wet. It is a bit fiddly the way I'm doing it, but that's me. This water already has citric acid in. These fibres were soaked in citric acid water. So yeah, I'm just trying to get the majority of that powder that's dry just in there and wet. At least for it to start doing what it's got to do. So that's the blue done. Move that out of the way. I'm actually going to go for the Kelly green this time. I'm not going to use too much of this, I hope. Oops. That bit came off a bit too much. Never mind. So, never mind. We'll leave that as it is. Just going to do it again. Add a little bit of water to the really, really dry parts of the dye. I know the steam will help when I do start steaming it, but I just want to make sure right. Now for the bubblegum pink. White on there. So that's that done. Now I'm going to go for this one and I'll finish the wetting once I've added this. So I'm just going to add, we got a fair clump there, I don't know if you noticed, but I did because I kind of twitched at the same time. So I'm just going to add some water again onto these just to dampen the dye off. So, now I'm going to go put this on the hob for 20 to 30 minutes and let it do its magic. Just going to add some more to that because I do believe that is very, very undissolved. So, there we go. Eventually, let's see if anything's happening. Oh, we have dye coming through. I don't know if you can see it. So yeah, that will, when it starts going, start dripping through. And then it'll go through into that bit. And then this bottom one, we shall do this at the end. But I'll bring you back for all the exciting bits. Now I shall go put this on the hob for 20 minutes. You'll see it in about 30 seconds. So I'm back. This is very, 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 very hot. So I'm just gonna show you what we've got. I think that's all right. So that's the blue face Leicester. I don't really want to, hang on. I got it on the chair anyway, so bring it over. That's the blue face Leicester. She'll just put that there. And that is the Woodland and Nettle. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak up what's left. And it looks like a lot of pink. So I'm just going to put this in and leave it to do what it does. If it soaks up half of it, it soaks up into half of it. If it soaks up into all of it, it soaks up into all of it. So I'm just going to leave that now. I'm going to go leave these to cool down, then I'll wash them. I'll show you this before I wash it. So, yeah, I shall be back again in about 20 minutes to half an hour, just before I go and wash. And then I'll show you them just before I put them up to dry after they've been in my spin dryer. Thank you very much, Nancy. And thank you very much, Nancy, for my 3-tier steaming set, which makes it possible to do these different wonderful colourways that I'm now coming out with. Thank you. So yeah, I shall be back again shortly. Hi, I'm back. This is actually all the dye is taken now. I'll show you. We've got a lovely like gradient going through from a light pink through to a dark pink. And then I'm going to take these out so you can see them. I'll place this on here. So we've got, this is gorgeous. I'll just hold this up. There's quite a bit of that might come out of this actually. You'll have to excuse me. I don't really want to get. So that is the Blue Face Leicester and Rose Fibre. I do believe the Rose Fibre took rather well, but we'll see once it's been washed and dried. So I'll just get rid of that bit of water. And this one is the one with nettle. Oh, that one's still quite hot. And you can see that the nettle hasn't taken like the rose has. So that'll be nice as well once it's been spun and washed, and I'm gonna, well, not spun but spin dried. So yeah, these are the 3 from the 3-tier dye pot. I shall be back very, very shortly to show you them just before I hang them up to dry. Yeah, so yeah, I'll be back in a sec. Thank you. So these are what we've got. They're not dry, but I can handle them without getting soaking wet. So we'll start with the top one, which was the BFL and Rose Fibres. Oh my word. Look at that. They are amazing. Them colours are just wow. And then we've got the Woodland and the Nettle. And wow, what's gone through and what hasn't gone through. It may be little and often, but that is beautiful. All the way through. Even with that little bit of browning there. It's just, oh. And you've even got bits that go through like that. Oh, it's beautiful. And then the pot, we get something that looks pink. Now you wouldn't have expected that with it having greens and blues in, but that is beautiful. So that is my 3-tier steaming dye pot. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all so very much for watching. It's been lovely having you. That there, if you dye yarn or if you dye your own fibres, get one. I've never been able to handle my fibre like this while still damp. I've only just washed it. Like, wow. Now it's time to hang it to dry. So yes. Anyway, just to let you all know, down below there will be links to my Facebook page, which has my shop on, which will have many fibres on, hand spun yarns. Hopefully in the future there'll be a few kits, a few mystery packs of fibre and yarn. We're getting there, we're getting all sorts in. So keep a lookout and enjoy. Also, there is a few other links down below. There's Redbubble, there's Amazon wishlist, there's PayPal pool, there's also my Instagram. Please bob over, just have a look, just enjoy life, and I love you all. Any new viewers, please subscribe. I don't know what I'm coming up with next, but we enjoy life. We go through it. We enjoy the mess, we enjoy the colours, we enjoy the spinning. I love you all so very much, whether it be morning, afternoon, evening or night time. Enjoy. Stay safe. Bye.